Hello, traveler. Welcome to the first video of this year. If the audio sounds different, just know that I'm using a different set of earbuds for this. My previous ones are starting to wear down, so I thought I needed an upgrade. Other than that, I think it's good that we start off the year with a Q&A. For this video, I'm going to have some speed paints of some previous art that I made in the past playing because for this, I think I'm mostly just going to be rambling, going off of no script and just saying what I have to say. As for this Q&A video, as I've seen here, I've gotten 15 questions in total, which isn't a lot. I wish I had a bit more, but hey, at least this will be a longer video for you guys to enjoy, hear my thoughts, and just hear me talk in general. And I guess see the art that I've worked on in the past, just to see my art process in general. What else do I want to say before we begin? I don't know. Well, let me go ahead and start with the questions. But what I will say before that is thank you all to those who put down questions before the due date last year. Well, let's begin. Question 1. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Well, it's kind of hard to pinpoint an exact favorite YouTuber. I mostly flip-flop between different individuals when it comes to gameplays or just to hear people talk about certain things. But I have to say, a YouTuber that I do appreciate watching is a YouTuber called 8-Bit Ryan. I don't know why, but just his videos, his talking, and his personality brings a smile to my face. So I guess, to put it plainly, 8-Bit Ryan is my favorite YouTuber. Question 2. How did you join the Sonic fandom? Oh boy, this is a very interesting question. I guess the only way I can explain it is Sonic Unleashed. But not even that really got me interested in the Sonic fandom. What truly said, you know what, Sonic's cool, I'll stick with this, it was the first Sonic movie. I don't know why, but just watching that movie just kind of be like, I like this, I really like this, I want to stick with this. But yeah, I truly kind of gotten acquainted with Sonic as a character. It was with that short video called Night of the Werehog, and that was back when I was in my Wolftharian and werewolf phase. I'm not really sorry to say this, but I'm kind of back in my werewolf phase again, so oh well. But yeah, you can blame Sonic Unleashed for introducing me to the Sonic fandom. Question 3. Which year did you start making animations? Well, animations has kind of been an on again, off again sort of thing, but I guess my first quote unquote one was all the way back in 2021, I believe. 2021 or 2022. Either way, it was for a little bit of a chemistry assignment where we had to basically explain how chemistry relates to something that we enjoy. So I decided to make a short animation of how illustration and chemistry kind of work together. It was a nice little animation, and I was the only person in my class that made something like that, so that was pretty cool. Other than that, like I said, animation's kind of a thing that's kind of been on again, off again. Not really sure if my previous videos count as animations. I would say they are more along the lines of animatics than anything, but to each their own. Question 4. What made you start content creation? With this question, in all honesty, it was all out of boredom, actually. Sure, most people make pretty awesome stuff, but I've kind of just been seeing a pattern lately. Mostly for certain themes and ideologies, and it's like, yeah, some of the stuff that's been made is cool and all, but like, I want something new, I guess. Something that's a bit more the lines of my ideologies and stuff like that. Because most of the ideology stuff that I've kind of been seeing tend to end up with a hating sort of theme to it, which I don't like. It's not all of them, though, it's just a certain few, and it's kind of tiring. So one day I was like, hey, I got some stuff I can bring to the table. Why not just share my ideas, my thought processes, I already said ideas. I guess bring my personality to the content creation scene. I started Instagram January of 2021, I believe. That was the first social media that I instantly like wanted to do stuff for. Like I wanted to share people. I wanted to share my work to people. And yeah, it was a bit of an odd start, seeing already drama off the bat with certain people in the Sonic fandom. But I'm not going down there because when it comes to fandoms or anything that I find interest in, I kind of just do me. Sure, I know about certain things, but I barely care about that. Because most of the stuff is like stuff that I really shouldn't be worrying about. It's just drama, which is something I actively try to avoid because all the drama does is just rile people up, make them even more angry. And okay. This kind of got off a bit of a controversial topic, but like, yeah, main reason why I want to start content creation, I want to start bringing stuff that I like, stuff that I want to see into the world. Question 5. What is the inspiration for the storyline and spirits? Well, for the storyline of Growing Light, I basically just want to explain like how Haven, Halo, Fury, and Cyrus got together as a team to deal with Vermilion and his goons, and just like try to do a bit of a wholesome story, but also like an action-packed story to the best of my ability. I like storytelling, and I want to be able to share my stories with you guys somehow. I just don't really know yet. And as for the spirits, well, if I'm being honest, they're basically just angels. Most of the stuff that I've kind of mentioned in the story, like, I mean, the Great One, that's just God. I want to at least bring some kind of my religious identity, i.e., Christianity, into what I do. Because I at least want to try and do work that kind of pleases God's eye. I mean, I believe I'm doing okay, but I'm living to see Him one day. That's my main objective. But other than that, yeah, the spirits are just angels. Question 6. Is Solaris a reference to Sonic 06's Solaris? In all honesty, I was actually thinking about that. I just wanted some name that would be similar to something sun related, and Solaris was the only name I could think of. I honestly did not remember about Solaris in Sonic 06 until I saw this question, so I thought that was kind of funny. But no, I had no intention. Question 7. Will the story be made entirely with OCs? For the story of Growing Light, that is basically the intention of it. I at first wanted there to be references or at least appearances of the canon characters in the Sonic fandom, but I just didn't really see it happening, or at least figure out a way of how to do so. But yeah, it's mostly going to be OCs. Question 8. Can we make fan art of the characters, or even characters of our own that could exist in the world? I highly encourage this, actually. I want my stories to not only be open to you guys, but I want like some interaction. Like I want you guys to at least play along in some sort of way. Don't really know how to, but yeah, if you want to try and do some stuff with my world so far with Growing Light, I highly appreciate it. Just don't be weird with it. That's all I ask. Question 9. Will you ever make a series with your characters? I believe that's what I'm trying to do with Growing Light. Um, I kind of lied when I said I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do when it comes to presenting their story, but I'm still trying. Just a little bit more thinking on my end, but maybe I just might have to just send it. Just full send it. But yeah, still thinking, but yes, I will make it, or at least try to make it a series. Question 10. Out of all the characters you've created, which one holds a special place in your heart as your favorite? I have to say that it has to be Haven. She was my quote unquote first Sonic OC ever to be made ever since I decided to be interested in Sonic the Hedgehog. She definitely had a very rough start with her design, but I quickly adapted it to be more accurate to her personality that she has now. From her previous art design, she seems very childish and all bubbly and stuff, but the character that she is now, she seems hardened by the world around her, but is willing to forgive her past, the things she did in her past, and is willing to also learn to trust. In a way, she's almost like me, but the more I grow, she grows. Question 11. How did you get the name Brianimal? I have to give a shout out to my grandmother with this one. She was the first person that started calling me that because, well, the nickname that I have IRL is Bree, and I like animals. So, put those two together, and that brings up the channel's name. Pretty simple. Question 12. What stuff do you use for videos, and what do you like to do with your free time? For most of my videos, I use Flip-A-Clip and CapCut. For what I do in my free time, I'm an artist. So I'm either constantly doodling in a notebook or a sketchbook, or, on the offhand, writing stories. That's pretty much just it. Question 13. What are your goals for the future of your channel? I did say in my introduction video, my first video, is that I want to implement more speed draw stuff, or at least speed painting. So, I'll at least let me try that. I might do some live streams in the future, but not really sure. Not comfortable with that just yet, but we'll see. Also, I plan on putting more animation stuff on here. So, I guess you can expect that to come really soon. Question 14. How many games do you have, both board and digital? Well, I don't really think I have a lot of board games, but I do have card adjacent games. I say card adjacent games because there's one game that I really do like, but I'm not really sure if it's called a card game. But whatever. I have at least 7 different versions of Uno. Yes, I am that crazy. The game that I really like playing is called One Night Ultimate Werewolf. Just think of Mafia, but with like more roles and stuff like that. As for digital, the only games that I have are Roblox and Minecraft. No, I will not be sending friend requests. I do not know you guys like that. But yeah. As of other games that I like, I guess you can count D&D. I mean, I have like 2 sets of dice, and it's been a while since I've played any tabletop RPGs with anyone, so yeah, that's kind of all when it comes to games. I mean, I'll be willing to play some, but if there's like an interesting story behind something, well, of course Uno doesn't have a story, but whatever. At least I'll be willing to play. And our final question of the day, question 15. Will there be a Discord? I actually have been working on a Discord server behind the scenes with the help of my friend SonicXQ on Discord and Instagram. I've been doing a bit of some revamping stuff. You see, I did have a Discord server before the upgraded one, but as many memories that it had, I kind of wanted to start fresh. It was becoming stale, and I guess a lot of us were just becoming too busy with our lives to interact on it. So yeah, until I feel ready, I will be sending out the server link for you guys to join. I believe it'll be happening very soon, but just stay tuned. With that comes the end of the video and all of my questions. I will now be giving some shoutouts to those who decided to send questions. Okay, I would like to thank Insane Commenter, LU Animations, Project 21 Does Stuff, Zealous Amorous, Ultrability Animates, Crossed Out Pebs, Denorm Animations, MS Music 69, Yakeem Draws Things, and Famous Brad Whitey. Thank you all for the questions, and I don't know why I paused there. I guess I gotta say thank you guys for 100 subscribers. In just a short amount of time, I managed my first milestone. So, yay me. Hope to many more in the future. With that, take care and stay wild.